And we're back.
I had something else to say there that I didn't want recorded.
Go ahead.
I'm good. I like my job.
It wasn't that bad, was it?
Nah.
Goodness gracious.
But I don't want to put it on the internet. On the interwebs.
Welcome back. I think it's episode 62.
62.
Welcome back to Spencer, too. You're back.
I am back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Eric was with us before.
I know. I
He tried to take your job.
I'm going to let him have it.
Are you?
Yep, I'm out.
All
See
right,
y'all.
I'll call him here in a minute and let him know.
Tell him to come on.
You and Eric are buds, though. Man.
It'll
Are
be
you?
fun.
Yeah.
I like Eric.
Maybe I should set out and maybe y'all should get Eric in.
How
Maybe
tight are y'all?
I mean, if I had a water leak in my house, I'd call him.
That's called using a friend. That's not called
tight.
tight. So you're using them. He thinks you're tight, but you're just waiting for the
Just don't tell
problem
Eric.
at the house.
Just don't tell Eric.
Oh, goodness. That's bad stuff right there. Jody can twist something that you say and just, you're a master at that, Jody. You can
No,
just,
I don't really.
Your word
you just-
twister.
You can just make it look.
I just look at things different than everybody
Yeah.
else.
Now, whatever happened to those Shack gummies?
Oh, they're
They gone.
gone.
They're gone.
They're gone.
They went to my house and then they went to my belly.
Oh, man.
Except for the peach ones. He didn't like the peach ones, and he brought a bag back full, back just a peach.
I didn't get the sour ones. Amanda took care of those.
I
Somebody
was looking
did.
forward to Shackalicious today.
And they ended up, they disappeared. So,
They were good, though.
Yeah, that's what the deal was. Yeah. Oh, because you did. Yeah, he set up the mic and I was trying to figure out.
I'm trying to figure out what was
My phone
wrong.
is buzzing today.
You need to take it?
Nah.
We'll handle it without you.
That's right. Go ahead.
We did it for a week last week, didn't we?
She'll be all right.
Oh,
Oh, don't
She's,
say
no.
that.
she's going home.
Oh, don't say that.
She's calling. She's calling. Tell me she's going home. That's all she's doing. I'm leaving.
So,
Rebecca don't listen to this podcast. That's the only reason he said that here.
so we're on YouTube now. So if you hadn't checked it out, check it out. If you
Get
checked
to
it
see our
out,
beautiful faces. Yeah, subscribe this week.
I've not done good.
Finally, you
After you sent me a
have you
text.
subscribed to TikTok? No.
No. You want me to? I'll do
I
it
don't-
right now.
How do we ask people to subscribe to this stuff? Follow, get notifications when half of us ain't even doing it. or let me a third.
Sorry
I
about
can't
it.
speak for Josh. I can speak for Spencer.
I can say I'm not on TikTok, so I'm of no use to you
Well,
there.
that's a good thing.
I'm not there, so
TikTok will pull you in. I don't know, but it's a magnet.
it,
I mean, it'll
it
draw
just,
you in.
It
yeah.
just pulls you in.
Yeah, and you look right here, and then here in a second. Ooh, 45 minutes go by.
Boom. Follow it. I was
right.
number 10. Look at there.
I have this comical moment that happens in my life when I see somebody advertising on social media about how you need to put your phone down and stop scrolling. Do y'all find any sense of irony
So
that they
on TikTok,
they're advertising
every
there?
so long, I guess I don't know how long it is, but there'll be a video that pops up and says, "Are you still scrolling?" Clearly, I just scrolled to this video
On
It's-
TikTok?
Yeah, at least mine does it. It's like it's time to go to bed.
How much time are you using them?
I don't know. This
Not really that. I don't think that much. The only time I look at TikTok is right when I lay down. I'll scroll through it for about 5 minutes just to get settled in, and then I'll watch a YouTube video and go to bed.
okay.
It's my routine at night.
But apparently TikTok thinks you should not be there as long
TikTok
as you
said,
are.
I
shut it
think
off.
On YouTube, since we've got the channel now, I put the video of the dog that had the water meter around its neck. Water meter lid.
Yes,
not
thank
the whole
you.
water meter.
That's right.
I'm mistaken.
That'd be kinda
That way. Yeah. Y'all saw the video, right?
I have.
Okay.
Just kidding. Yeah, I've seen the video.
Well, I figured you hadn't seen it.
Well, you sent it in a text message. I saw it. I just didn't respond.
So anyway, I put it on YouTube, and I put it, episode whatever it was, 34, I think.
It's a minute ago.
And you talk about people that were like, whoever's taking that video, put that camera down and help that dog.
We got haters.
Oh my goodness, yes.
YouTube's where the haters are at.
Oh, they came out. Now I know why you don't read comments. 'Cause I got
get
fired.
discouraged?
Oh, I did. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
That's funny.
Goodness.
I mean, do you really
I haven't
think-
read the comments. I thought I didn't read the comments.
I need to go read them now.
I
That's
got
fine.
fired up.
You think we should do this episode? Just read all the comments of that video.
No, you don't
to.
want to give them their
want to.
any
We
love.
don't have to
There's
tell them who it is.
a couple of words in there you can't say.
Man,
Just put a bleep in here every now
I
and
just
again.
thought, do you comment on videos
no.
or
I don't.
anything?
Not usually.
No matter what social media platform.
Like, if friend posts something, and I might say congratulations or way to go, but
Oh,
just
yeah, yeah.
random folks that I don't know, no,
Right,
no
yeah.
comment.
Right. Because you don't know when you see a video,
There's a lot of
Especially-
context.
it's stuff we don't see in front of it and stuff we don't see behind. We ain't seen behind the scenes.
The only time that I've commented on something was like on TikTok. Somebody played like 4 different Zach Brown band songs, and they all sounded exactly the same. And I was like, you know what they say? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I got like 1,500 likes on that joker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my phone for a week just started buzzing. I was like, what is this? So I've done it once or twice.
Well, that one, I think it's 3,300 views we've had on that one video in a week.
That's crazy.
Just because, and all of them are haters.
Oh goodness. You
Bunch
got
of
in,
thumbs down.
you
I mean,
got
my
into the
goodness.
negative circle, didn't
I'm
you?
just showing
Hey,
something
that's
that
where
I
you
saw.
grow.
Nobody can catch the dog. You know, we weren't making fun of a dog with a.
We like
water
dogs.
meter. I know,
Is
but
oh goodness.
I want a dog.
Oh Jody.
we'll get you one.
There you go.
I don't ask for trouble,
It just finds
but
you.
I find it. Yeah,
Do you find it or does it find you?
I don't know. A little bit of both. Forgive me for making noise.
I know. What are you doing over there?
Trying to fix this thing.
I didn't move none of that, man.
I don't know. You did something.
No, I didn't
You're
do
the
that.
last one that touched it before
That's
I
probably
got into
true.
It, so.
Well,
I was just trying to help you,
You might,
out.
as it slowly goes down, you start
Just
seeing
watch
me
you
like,
shrinking.
I'm not going to touch it again. So by the time,
Let me just hold it right here.
yeah, I'm about to stand up with it. You get me in.
What?
oh my goodness.
That's funny.
Oh, so what's going on? What's new in your worlds, fellas? Anything new in your world?
Tired.
Tired.
Yeah,
That's always my
Working
world.
hard.
I don't know. Stuff
Or
going on.
Seasonal change or
Just
mental stuff.
Yeah, just everything. You know.
I feel that.
Anything we need to talk about? Anything we need to help you with?
Turn
Where's
the
that
cameras
couch?
off.
If you
Yeah.
bring- if you
If
bring
you
that
just wanna lay
couch
down
in-
on the couch over here, I'll be glad to
That'd
be your
be funny if
therapist.
I got up and then you see on the camera, you think I'm actually laying on the couch behind the camera, and you look like you're talking to me.
Go
Walk-
ahead, lay down, Jody. Go ahead, tell me about how's life, man?
Josh, walk me through this.
How does
walk
that
me
make
through
you
this
feel?
problem.
That's right. That's the question you got to ask is, so Jody, how does that make you feel? Does that make you feel anger?
So, do you tell the person how you feel about the situation? Like if I'm laying on the couch and I'm just describing whatever, or are you telling me, well, I wouldn't have done that?
No,
Or
no,
you-
no. I think you're just taking information.
You're just
in.
going,
And you make a little note as you.
yeah. And then you look over and you sure are doing a lot of writing. Did I say the wrong thing?
Don't worry about what I'm writing. Just tell me how you feel.
I don't think that's a line of work I'd want to go into. I don't want to hear people's problems all day long. Because that's all you hear. You don't hear the great things, right?
I think it's a heavy burden for somebody to bear if people are coming in and just sharing all their concerns. I think that's a lot.
I'd say so.
You got to find some way not to internalize everybody's problems. I think that's a struggle for anybody doing counseling that cares and wants good. Because you just, you can't take on everything that everybody's dealing with. Tough stuff.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, we get so deep so fast.
Doom
He
and
want to know.
gloom.
He wanted us to talk about personal stuff that's going on in our
Great.
life, and
That's
so
right.
we're down that
Yeah.
road.
All right. So,
Spencer,
what you got going on, Spencer? Can we help you with something?
Nothing much.
you was kind of mad when I talked to you yesterday because nothing's ate your corn that you put out.
That's true. I put out 160 pounds of corn, which is probably way too much, but I said, let's
goodness.
go for it.
160.
You know?
Did you pile it on top? What did you do?
Are you
I
hunting
spread it
over
all
this
out.
stuff?
Okay, I was like, don't pile it on top.
No, I'm not hunting nothing over this stuff. I just want to see the deer. I just want to see the wildlife.
If they ain't coming to, acorns are dropping too, so they
Yeah.
that might be.
And
why.
so, but there was just a deer. There was a couple deer out there yesterday morning. Rebecca said when she left. So there's some. They're coming back. A lot of crows, a lot of turkeys,
Turkeys.
a couple deer.
A lot of turkey.
Well, there was probably 20 of them at one point.
20 turkeys.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving's not far away.
yeah.
March is
They're
turkey
small
season.
turkeys.
They're too small.
Oh, they'll get big one day.
That's why I'm trying to feed them.
Trying to beef them up.
Might be illegal, but
Well, you're not hunting them.
really feeding the deer. Just feeding the deer.
Just go ahead.
So
Man,
it's-
that's kind of you. I've never thought to feed the deer. I ain't never wanted to see them that much.
It's cool. It's a cool nature backdrop in our backyard
That's kind of fun.
down the holler.
Is that something you wouldn't want to do? Would you? I mean, if you had a big backyard,
If I had a
Say
big
like a-
backyard, maybe, yeah.
would you go out there and throw corn out and every once in a while want to look out there and see if there's a deer?
It's kind of nice when you see a deer out there wandering around. I agree to that. When we lived in Georgia, we had several acres there, and we had a lot of wildlife that was there. I never intentionally did anything to attract them like Spencer's doing, but they just happened to be where I was.
You think a deer would eat a chicken? Because I threw a chicken out in the woods the other day, a rotisserie chicken, just left over.
A deer is not going to eat a rotisserie.
Yeah, I figured a possum or something.
If it does, take a picture of it. 'Cause I'd like to-
it'd be pretty cool.
yeah.
Oh man!
Well, was it bad? Was it a bad rotisserie?
No, it was just
Did you find
like
a
it was,
hair
the
on
bo-
it?
it was like the bones.
Oh.
It was the bones and just a little bit of the skin and stuff that
Is that
was
what
left
you're
over.
gonna do? Is throw all your scraps around back? You're gonna have every animal there. You're gonna have a raccoon.
I'm trying to be
You're
like
gonna-
you.
I think he's Dr. Doolittle is what I was going to say.
Well,
He was speaking beaver earlier today.
That's
or
right.
Was you?
Otter or something.
You got an otter story,
I do not.
but you know how to speak its language.
I do not.
Oh, apparently at a conference recently, there were different leadership styles and different personality styles, and somebody had talked about that there are some people are beavers, and apparently they are beyond having teeth that just stick out the front. They're list makers and folks that have to have things in a particular order in a particular way, and there's otters that are just kind of
All over the place.
Yeah, just all over the place. Could you give the sound effect that goes with the
I
otter?
cannot.
Oh.
I can't reenact that.
Oh, there's a sound effect that goes with it, but anyway,
I want to hear it.
I didn't do it the first time.
yeah, our
It
friend
was-
did that.
Oh.
Somebody else.
And then there are golden retrievers that are just everybody's friend, and
Introverts that are just kind of there.
So he's using the example: beavers, otters.
they're all
golden
animals.
retrievers.
What's the other one?
A lion.
Lion. What's the lion?
Well, I wouldn't use the beaver.
An
or otter.
extrovert that's kind of mean.
Okay.
That's kind of aggressive.
Who would that be?
No.
I don't know. Not me. I'm kind
Is
of
that your lead? What
an
leadership style are you?
Me?
Yeah. Which one of those would you be? Are you the?
I think it's
aggressive-
just personality types in general.
It's not really leadership types.
I think it's just personality types.
What is Jody in that list?
Tell me my personality.
He's not the lion. He's not the mean guy.
He's not the otter. I think he's a mixture of the otter and the, because he's not super extroverted. He can sit in his house and be okay.
So he's almost golden retriever.
I think he's otter / golden retriever.
there you are.
The golden otter. That's what you
You're
are.
a golden otter.
I'll take it.
That's it. You get a prize.
Because you can track with me when I go on all my different thought processes.
Oh, Jody likes a good subject change right in the middle. He can handle a little ADD action. Like, ooh, squirrel. What's that? Let's talk about it for a second.
But I do it. Not intentionally. I just when
So
I
that's your otter coming out.
Yeah, I've told you before. When it gets in my mind, I'm like,
You just got to come on.
I can't wait.
That's your inner otter
sorry.
right there. You got to let him
That's
out.
your otter.
My bad. Didn't mean to kick you down
Put some
there.
feet down here. Watch out.
Oh man. So what's going on in my world? I got a new driver. Ooh. 15 years old.
Scary.
We're sitting in the passenger seat now. Ooh. I have one that's 17, soon to be 18, so kind of walked through this one time before, but I have found in my car there is a dividing console that doesn't allow me to get my foot to the accelerator or the brake in case of emergency, and I keep finding myself wishing that was available. I wish I could reach over there. I need a
Your control issues.
I got a
coming out.
control issue.
Did you do driver's ed where your teacher actually had that on the passenger side?
I did.
I did not.
Did you?
I did
Yeah,
not.
ours did too.
Oh, she just had a brake pedal.
Yeah, not a gas. Just a
No
brake.
gas, no steering wheel, just a brake.
Just said, hey, we need to slow down. Mm-hmm. Really? Didn't know that.
She only used it on me once.
I didn't have driver's ed.
I
That
was
wasn't.
Did you not?
There was a window in time in Georgia where there was no driver's ed, and I fell into that window. So no, it was before me, and they brought it back right after me. Maybe there's a common denominator here. Bad driver here.
So how quick is your girls grown up? I mean, it's like a snap like that, right? Once they get like a certain age, it's like now I hadn't stopped.
Oh.
Now they're both driving.
Yeah, we just went and previewed college. What are you talking about? Oh, that's how I feel right now. I need to lay down on the couch now. Can I lay down, Jody?
You can.
You get off the couch. Let me lay down. What'd you
I
do?
just
Your-
need a nap.
What'd you do? Your counselor told you that? Like, hey, hop up for a second. I'm going to tell
You're
you about
trying
my
to
day.
listen, buddy.
Oh, it happens fast though. Like the other day, seems like they were 4 or 5 years old, and I got the daddy's home when run to the door, and now I get a grunt every once in a while.
It's good days.
Oh,
You'll
so
be there
The grunt.
one day.
enjoy the 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I said 4, 4.
4-4.
Enjoy those early days because
Yeah, like when you're in the diaper stage and you're thinking that, that my microphone's going down.
it is. It is shrinking.
It'll be all right.
It'll be back down here in a second.
I'm hiding behind my mic now. I have to reach up.
It'll be back.
But you'll be in the diaper stage and you're thinking, you're like, if I change another diaper. And the next thing you know, they're graduating. It goes by so fast.
Nichols had diapers in 12th grade.
Yeah, 11th.
Or you're getting text message. You go from diapers to getting text messages like that. P.S. Dad, I just used your card for $150.
No heads up. It was after the fact.
That was the heads up. That was the may I
When you see that.
may I pull the trigger? I got to do this in 5 minutes. But P.S. Can I do that?
I don't know. It's like money is no object when they get older. It's because it's like you're just forking it out. It's like something else. It's like something else.
I tell you, yeah, it's rough. We got homecoming coming up, so that's in our house that equals 2 dresses. And dresses aren't as cheap as suits. I'll tell you that.
Oh, no.
Growing up, I rented a couple of suits. Did y'all rent suits when you went to prom or whatever you went to?
So we didn't have homecoming.
No homecoming dances for
No
y'all?
homecoming dances.
Neither did we. What about you, Jody?
I never went. So
Did they have one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We only had one dance a year. It was prom.
Prom.
I never went to prom.
Was your prom at school or off-site? Or?
Ours was at school, actually, but Rebecca's was off-site every time. Ours was always at the school. Our school was kind of it had this big area called the Commons area. Like it was just a big round area, and then like different halls spidered off the middle. And so ours was always right there in the Commons area, and then the lunchroom was off to the side, and so we had snacks and stuff in there.
All right. Appropriate music? Inappropriate
Oh,
music?
inappropriate. It was. Those are nights where I went in there and said, see y'all later. I'm out. And I left pretty quickly most of those nights. But they held our keys.
All right.
And so they would hold our keys until a certain time of the night, so we wouldn't just walk in and leave.
Oh, not like you got to do a breathalyzer to get your keys back.
No, we had a breathalyzer to get in.
Okay. You didn't have a breathalyzer to get your keys back?
No,
Oh, man.
we had a breathalyzer to get in. If you blew anything other than zeros, you were not allowed in.
They were overconfident in their ability to keep alcohol out of the facility.
Well, they should have known better because it was my freshman year. Luckily, I didn't go. There was a couple of folks that had to be carried out of there by ambulance
Oh, wow.
because of the amount of alcohol they had drank.
Why do you do that when you know you're gonna get caught?
Because you're,
you're young.
stupid
You're
16-year-old.
You don't think you're getting caught with anything.
So,
Oh.
but it was wild.
Goodness gracious. That's a...
Proms were a hot mess at my high school.
Man. Proms weren't that crazy at ours. Ours was off-site, though, every year while I was in school. One location, they did a cool thing. It was in our town. There was a nice camp facility. Well, maybe I want air quote nice. They done a good job getting it ready for us. But there was about a half a mile away from the facility. You'd stop, and there was a church, and you'd check in and register there.
Make you go to the church,
No,
feel guilty.
no breathalyzer, no nothing like that. But they had the church provided a limousine service. They paid a limousine to. They had a couple of them, and they drive you that way. You know how a lot of people want to show up, but not everybody has the financial means to do that. Every person that went to prom showed up in a limousine.
So
And-
you just parked your car in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Hopped in the limo and they drove you down?
Yeah, it served two purposes because there was limited parking at the camp facility. You weren't going to be able to park all the students' cars up there. So they had a large parking lot. They drove you up there. They brought you back. And the church served a breakfast at the end starting after like 11:30. They had a little breakfast buffet that you'd walk through and they'd serve you breakfast. I thought it was a cool...
We did that with my friends. We always got together afterwards and either ate breakfast somewhere or had it at somebody's house and just went and ate breakfast and hung out. Nothing crazy.
The breakfast afterwards a nice touch.
Oh, I loved it.
It hits just right, I think.
A waffle at midnight.
You don't want
kidding
something
me?
super heavy right then, but
A cinnamon roll. Good stuff.
Tear it up right
continental breakfast is what we're wanting right now. Let's go rent a hotel.
now. Just for the breakfast.
Just for breakfast.
I got pancake mix at the house.
So I didn't go to my prom. I went to Amanda's.
Okay.
So I went to 2 proms.
So you
with
didn't
hers,
go
but
during your years. You just went a little bit later.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you you rent the tuxedo or did you buy the tuxedo?
No, I rented. So if you buy a tux, how much is that?
I don't know how much one is.
Don't either. Depends on where you go.
It never crossed my mind at that point in stage in life. I'm gonna look it up. How much does a tuxedo cost? What do y'all think?
I think renting it was like $120 when I don't know.
I don't remember
I
how much
think.
it was.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
But I wore jeans. I
What?
didn't wear and
Jeans?
boots. I wore Wranglers and boots.
Ski yee.
Yeah, so
Country boy Jody.
yeah.
Mr. I Ride Bulls.
You might have not thought it was cool.
I
But I thought that was cool.
I'm a rodeo man.
All right. So if you were to go to Macy's today,
Crazy.
if you were to go to Macy's today to purchase a tuxedo, it'd be $129.
Boy, that's got to be the cheapest one. Got to be.
It's got to be ugly.
All
And
right.
ugly.
Yeah.
You can go to the Men's Warehouse and you can purchase a tuxedo for $249.99.
$249.49.
That's right, $250. That's what you can go per. You can go to Joseph A. Bank and buy one for tailored
Oh, to fit.
for $200.
Really? I thought they were a
I'm
lot
going
more
that
expensive
route.
than that.
I'm saying we probably should not have been renting those jokers. We should have been buying them. If those prices are right.
Yeah, but then your colors wouldn't match every year. Colors a big
You can
thing.
order one off Amazon for $99 right now.
Probably get one on Temu for 15 cents.
But is that still a thing, though? Renting the tux?
I think
I
it
know how
is.
things change, and I just didn't know if that was something.
I'm
It
pretty
was when
certain.
I was in high school.
So yeah, these are all. I mean, there's some on here that are like $700 or something like that, but those are designer
Yeah.
deals. So I'm just saying, you might be just as good to buy one. We need to check into that.
Not now.
I don't know. I might could find an occasion to wear a tux.
No, I'm good.
Can you?
I might could
I
find
don't
an
know.
occasion.
I have
Were
nothing.
you the
planned.
guys that wore the little thing across your
Cummerbund?
Yeah, one of those. Did you ever order one of those?
I had a vest. I wore the vest.
I was always a
I
vest
had
guy.
a vest. I didn't have the cummerbund. Cummerbund. Is that right?
That's right. I think
They were always weird. They always look weird to me.
I wore the bow tie, and I wore the button.
button.
The button one time. The Onyx button. Did you go bow tie button? What'd you go?
Oh, he was a cowboy. He went the tie with the little 2 dangly things on there. what are those called? The bolo tie.
It's just a tie, is it not? No, I did not do that. No, I was in a wedding one time, and we had to
sorry,
wear.
they
It was,
walked up and said,
it was
"Howdy."
a Western style wedding, and I had to
Did you
wear
ride your horse up in there?
this guy.
This guy, this Mike.
I know.
Oh my
This guy did this
goodness!
right here. Hold it the whole time.
Oh, what do you call that thing that you?
Is it a bolo tie or something?
Oh,
Bolo tie.
Maybe. I don't know.
I can't think of it.
I think if you said Western tie, you would know what it is,
I know
right?
what you're talking about.
I know. You got the point across.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, it's bolo.
Yeah, look at there. You had the right word. I just didn't know it to confirm it for you. That was my
And what was the other thing? What was the other thing you said?
The button.
the button.
Yeah,
I did that on something.
I did that one. I thought
So, refresh my memory. I've seen the button before. Was it a big button?
yeah, well, it's
Or
a
just a
I mean,
different colored button up here?
We're
now?
not talking about tennis size button. I mean,
it's a silver
Like-
dollar size. It's about the size of a silver dollar.
Toyota Corolla.
I was gonna say if it is, I didn't go that route.
Now mine was it was super.
It wasn't
sa-
that big, was it?
Oh,
You did a golf ball size just then. There's no way.
let me see if I can pull up a picture.
No way.
I don't know if I have
I mean, because
that.
technically, if it was just a normal button, I wore a button every year, but I put a tie over it.
I'm saying like a peenie size.
I don't think it was that size. I think mine was larger than that. It's in my wallet, but I don't think I have a picture of it on my phone, and I don't have my
You
wallet.
still have
with
pictures
me.
in your wallet?
I do. I do have pictures. Do you have pictures?
What kind of loser has?
Do you have pictures in your wallet?
No, and I got my driver's license.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have pictures in
I used to have baseball cards in my wallet when I was a kid.
I don't even have a full size wallet anymore. What I used to do, I'd have a wallet like the trifold, whatever, but it always had that little pull out piece in there, like you could put credit cards or whatever. I always just kept the pull out piece, and I used that as a wallet. That's a lot of issues.
So like the money clip with the
well,
did it have a money clip on the back of it too?
I mean, it's basically this part right here. It's on the back of my phone.
that's exactly, yeah. And that's what I use now, is something similar to that. But you buy them that way now.
I don't carry my wallet 99% of the time. I carry this, but I do in my wallet. I do still have the pictures.
Do you have the ones that fold down?
No, I don't have that one.
I had those for baseball cards. They're pretty cool.
You
I'd
had to
open
flip.
up and I'd just go to a friend's house.
They've been in there.
Look at my baseball cards.
They've been there so long. The picture has transferred onto the plastic. Like if you take the picture out, the
It's
image
just-
is still on the plastic. So I can't change the pictures anymore
So
at this point.
They always said a reason, if you had back issues or whatever, might be because of your wallet. Because
That's
of the
right.
size of the wallet. And I've known people that pull out a wallet that's, looks like 2 deck of cards put together. And
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
uncomfortable. You got to admit, it's uncomfortable to sit on one for a long
but I
time.
never even sit on. I mean, my wallet stays in the side door of my truck.
Yeah.
I just get it if I'm getting out.
So yeah, I
need it
used to keep mine there, but then in 2021 I lost the wallet that was in my side door.
Would you drop it out like to the
I
side?
don't,
Or
I don't know what happened to it. It was gone.
Still
Gone.
Still lost.
But
It was-
you can't blame it on putting it in the side door, can you? Or is that what you're blaming it on?
Well, I had it, and I thought I had it when I got in my truck, and then I just kind of forgot about it because usually I put it in there and leave it and forget about it.
Yeah.
And then I went back the next day and it wasn't there.
So you've moved to a more visible place where you keep it, or
I usually just put it either in the center console
okay?
or either in the cup holder right in the middle. There ain't much money in there, so somebody breaks in my truck.
I'm
it'd be
just
all right.
afraid to do like you do on your phone. Is it secure enough that it's not gonna?
I've been using it for 2 years. Hadn't had an issue.
How did it pop off just then?
It's magnetized.
It's
Is
magnetized.
it a good magnet? Sure
Yeah.
enough, good magnet. Okay.
What you want to?
Oh,
You got to whack it pretty good. I mean,
His phone just shatters.
I went pretty aggressive to get it to fall off. So,
just to prove his point, he shatters his phone.
and I got my Apple Pay popped up, and I paid for something too. Apparently. Oh,
Because
You
I
finally
like
get set
that.
up?
I did.
Because I like the way yours is. I've always thought about getting it, but that's-
I've not had an issue. The only time it's ever popped off is when I've dropped it, and then sometimes if it hits on an edge, just about something about that jar creates that.
Yeah.
But you're expecting to be looking for pieces when you
yeah.
drop it.
I didn't know if they somehow snapped in or anything like that, but most of them are magnets that you know
Yeah,
of.
they're most all of them that I know of are magnets.
Jody, do you ever use digital currency yet? Are you there yet? Nope, still
I'm
not.
still cash.
Well, I have a problem.
You know why?
With some digital currency.
Cash is.
Actually, Jesus is, but that's between you and him.
Said that last time too.
I probably did. But
Jesus Juke, look at him.
yeah, that's right. I have a problem
Uh
with one of my favorite gas stations,
oh no.
Love's Truck Stop. I love a Love's. I've said it multiple times. The light's on. There's love happening right there. You know what I'm saying? An inside joke from trip way back when. When the light is on. But I went to Love's this past week on the way to Huntsville.
Oh, shout out Dakota.
That's right. Oh, his mom listens to
Yeah, I
this.
know. That's what I thought.
That's right. But I went to Love's on the way to Huntsville this week, and I tried to pay. I paid for my gas by tapping. I tapped to pay. Okay. Went inside. Lady told me I couldn't tap to pay. She said it's across the board. All Loves are going away from tap to pay, and that ticked me off because that's all I use anymore.
I do like the convenience of it.
I love it.
You've won me over.
Because a lot of people don't know about the thing on your watch. Because I can, boom, right there. There's my credit card on my watch. So I don't have to take my phone or my wallet or anything.
Is the
in.
number on there?
No,
Pull it over here a little closer.
but and they wouldn't let me do it.
it actually
I had to go
changes.
to my truck.
So like when you do a transaction, the way I understand it is, Apple doesn't transmit your number. It's actually a transaction through them that then goes to your card. So like even if you were to see it, it's an Apple number and not like the number that's on his card. So like on the statement or at least on my debit stuff, there's like two different numbers. It's like transactions that happened over me using the card and transactions that happen with Apple.
I haven't noticed that.
So
So do they still have the symbol at every gas pump? You know, a lot of times
it was at every gas pump. Cause I used my watch to get gas.
so it works at the
It
pump.
worked at the pump, but the lady told me inside that, yeah, every Love's is going away from this. And so if that's true, I'm ticked off because I love to go into a Love's, leave my phone and stuff in there, take care of business, grab a drink, and get out. And when
Okay.
you can just tap and pay it.
So are you
saves
gonna
All
time.
Buc-ee's for
Are you
you then.
quitting?
You're having to have to go to Buc-ee's only.
I don't think I'm going to quit going to Love's. I mean, they're just too convenient.
When you going to take a stand for something? I think this could be it.
I'm not going back to that Love's for a while because I'm not going to Huntsville for a while. So there you go.
Enough.
We know a guy. Jody and I know a guy. He might have some connections to make some changes. You think he could?
What are we talking about?
You think Joel could make some changes?
Oh,
I think he could.
I think. You scared me.
Sorry, just helping you out.
He's got too much control in that corner over there. I mean,
Jody's eyes started flickering. I don't even know what
Trying to help your posture
I just
here.
want to know what you did. Whatever you've touched this thing, and the mic will not stay up now.
I did not do anything to it. I promise.
I don't know. You about poked me in the eye.
He put a little WD-40 on there.
Yeah.
Not WD-39.
Let me worry about this from now on. Don't touch my mic. Stop. I can't even sit. I'm gonna sit over there. We'll swap here in a minute.
Okay, come on. I told you to go lay on the couch. We
I know.
we could address all your problems.
I know.
Oh goodness.
We should have Joel on here, and he could tell us
He
all
could-
the ins and outs about Loves.
He could defend their standpoint on.
Yeah.
I mean, it made
Have to
sense.
pay.
She told me the reason why, and it made sense.
I understand.
It's the same. It's the same deal with Dollar Generals. Don't put a self checkout in the store if you ain't gonna use a self checkout.
Oh, he's
That's-
gonna get on a soapbox here in a second.
That's
Come on,
ticking me
Spencer.
off because the one right down the road has 4 self checkout lanes, and in front of all 4 of them, they've already put another aisle of food or something up in front
Yeah,
of
they
them.
blocked it off.
Blocked it off. And then still nobody stands at the register. And so you have to sit there and ring a bell.
I know.
Just let me check out.
And it's like, isn't it just like one manual register?
Yes.
because it's designed for.
There's 2
for the self-checkouts.
there's 2 in
So
there,
they-
but one's always closed.
yeah.
So
Has anybody found out why they closed those self checkouts?
because folks were stealing, they're just walking out with stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter because you still only got one employee and they're putting toilet paper up on the back wall. So if I'm going to steal, I'm going to steal. It doesn't have anything to do with self-checkout. So open them mugs back up.
I don't want to stand in a 15-minute line at a Dollar General. Okay.
Well,
A Dollar General trip's supposed to be 5 minutes or less.
I can tell you, I've been in that one. I can count all the number of times on one hand. I've been in
3 times.
I've been in maybe 4.
I've been in multiple, many times.
I don't like Dollar Generals. I just don't. I try and stay. I mean, not that I won't shop them, but I just
They're just
don't
convenient.
like them.
I do like the convenience of them, but I've not been in one where I don't have to wait in a long line.
Well, see, that
And-
one was great for the first 6 months it was open.
And when I had to
Because
wait,
it had 4 self-checkouts, and all 4 of them were up all the time, and they were all full all the time.
When
And you
I-
just walk through and go.
when I go in, I'm kind of thinking it's convenience store esque. It's like I'm in and out. I mean, you're going to have more than my convenience store, good prices, but I'm making quick runs. I'm not doing my entire grocery shopping, and I'm frustrated when I'm behind somebody that did do all their grocery shopping. I'm no joke. I've seen them in line before and thought, I don't need this drink that much.
I saw a guy the other day that had a buggy full of stuff, but he also had a dog bed in there with a dog in it. That you could just see its hair falling off everywhere. And so I was like, I'm about to go put my stuff back up. I'm not about this life.
I don't want to get off the Dollar General thing, but let me swap to Home Depot.
Uh-oh.
What is the deal with dogs and Home Depot?
That feels like a good place to take a dog.
I don't know what goes on in there, but every time I go in there, I'm like, everywhere I look, somebody's brought their dog. I'm like, why do you think they want to go to a big hardware store?
Same reason
Come
I
on,
want to go to the
Fido.
big hardware
Let's
store.
go.
It smells good in there.
I don't want something.
Fresh lumber.
This is killing me.
Slide it.
I know.
in
I
that
will
way.
hear it. I mean,
That's what I think. You got to shorten it
The
up.
viewers want to see you do that.
Do
Go
it,
for
Jody. Go ahead.
no. Let's keep talking.
Nope, I'm not saying another word.
Let's go back to Dollar General. The business. I think we might have talked about this. You don't have to talk. Oh, it comes.
It wants me to talk, Jody.
So Dollar General goes against the whole bit. I'm all about business models. Completely
Here comes
against
Box Store Jody.
yeah, everything that I would think you would stand for. All right, customer service throw that out the window, right? Dirty stores, gone.
No, that's
No, clean
there's-
stores is
clean
gone.
stores
Dirty
is
stores is
gone.
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I'm thinking of those
See, we
things.
listen when you talk,
Yeah,
Jody.
thank you for correct because you need to correct me. I say stuff wrong all the time, so that's why y'all are here, right?
That's right. That's our whole
Joe,
sole
y'all are
purpose.
Jody correctors. Junk everywhere, right? I mean, most of the time, now this one down here, the times I've been in there, it hadn't been.
They
bad.
hadn't got bad yet.
Right.
I will give them that.
The one close to my house, junk everywhere.
They have those roll carts
of
everywhere,
boxes
and
everywhere.
just junk.
It's like they forget to unload their
everywhere.
truck. They just
Right.
roll it out into the store.
And then they don't have anybody in the store to service you.
Oh.
You wait in a line. So what I'm saying is everything that, and they're popular. They're knocking it out. They're putting them every 10 miles apart. I mean, they're doing it right, and I don't know why, because they're doing everything that I would not do if I was going to
Doing it right, but it seems like they're doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't think it's a local store problem. I think it's a corporate problem. That they're not equipping those stores with the people and the training that they need. Is what it seems like, because I mean it's across the board kind of stuff. So,
But I think that's
like at our
society.
local one. There's one employee that's working, and they're expecting them to work the truck and check out people and do this and do that.
Maybe that's good enough.
Look at there. So I just say that's part of the problem.
I think
I
so.
don't think you've tightened it up yet, Jody.
I'm about to just. I'm
the
doing
other
everything.
knob, on my side.
This one.
yeah.
I thought you tightened it up.
No, I was like, it's
you
so-
loosened it
I
up.
thought you were reaching for it. It was the awkward. I thought you were reaching for it, but you were
This is
reaching for that
terrible.
one.
This is absolutely terrible.
I'm
All
glad
right,
there's
let's
a
go with
video
that.
footage
I
of
know,
this.
yeah. We're struggling over here.
If you're only listening to the audio, you're missing out on
Yeah.
the show right now. Oh,
So what was you saying? I have no
I
idea.
was saying that I think it's a corporate problem. They need to send more workers,
trickle-down
better
problem.
training.
Yeah.
It's not these local people. The lady or the guy that showed up, and they asked them to work the truck and to clean up the back room, clean the bathrooms, and run the register. And oh yeah, by the way, second shift will be here in 8 hours. You got the first shift by yourself.
But I disagree. I think it's a society issue.
You think it's bigger than
I
just
think
Dollar
it's bigger.
General?
I think it's that whole thing to where, hey, we'll pay you $35 an hour to work at Dollar General. Just watch the register and stock the shelf. I guarantee these people will work 2 days and quit, just like, because money doesn't matter anymore. I mean, I'm not going to go down that whole soapbox thing. I mean, we've done this before, but
So
that's what it.
So if you were running Dollar General, what would you do? What's your first step? You took over today.
Well, payroll's your biggest expense, and that's why you don't see people, employees in these stores. Bottom line, but I say you're gonna have to get people in there, no matter what. If you got these people that aren't up to par, which is half of society, if not more, because they're just lazy. Well, we just might have to hire extra people to take up for everybody being lazy. Maybe we can get something done if we have more people. You put all these lazinesses together, it'll finally you get the job done.
So you're bringing in more people.
Yeah.
That's your
Even
first.
though it's going to be more expensive, and that's not what they're going to do, because that's your biggest. When I worked, now this was a smaller Walmart. When I worked with them, our weekly payroll was $83,000.
Okay.
So I mean so you times that by 5,000 stores. That's how many stores there was at that time. So if I'm a numbers person in an office in Bentonville and I'm looking at the payroll is huge, right?
That's where
because you're micromanaging it.
You're
But-
trying to figure out how to streamline
right,
that.
and then we'd get a call that you're tracking 0.1% over on payroll, for the week, and it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday or whatever, and you need to try and cut it. Well, I've got people that's called in sick all week or hadn't shown up, or I'm short, handed in this department. I still got to hire 2 people, and they're telling me I'm up in payroll, and that just goes along with your sales solve all issues. That's what I was told by my store manager a long time, and that's it. More sales you have, that's going to fix that payroll issue, that 1% over. So I'm trying to calm down here.
All right. So that.
Riled
I
up
get
over
fi-
there.
yeah, I get
Sounds
fired
like you're
up.
riding a bull again. Good grief.
So
Bolo tie back home.
That was close.
I'm glad you pointed it towards Spencer when you about spewed right there. Oh,
I got
goodness.
equipment
spewed on
right here. Can't spew right here.
Oh, goodness.
Been spewed on.
But y'all see what I'm talking about though? So you got
Yeah.
so
Makes
payroll's your biggest expense, but you know
All right, so hold on. Well, Spencer, what's your first step?
I don't know.
You're the new CEO of Dollar General. Besides getting that out of the self checkout, what are you gonna do?
everybody gets tunnel vision. I see certain things. Josh sees certain things. When you walk in there, what's your issue?
What are you gonna fix first?
Open the self checkouts.
All right, he's bringing self checkout back.
If you're gonna have, if you're gonna,
whether you got a higher percentage on theft now or not, still open them.
I don't think you can attribute that if you still have one person working that store to just self checkouts. And so I say you either staff your cash registers, and so that means at least 2 people in there at a time.
So you're personnel in it too.
I'm personnel in it mainly, but if that's the problem, then we need to shut down some stores and bring people
Ooh.
together.
Oh, look at there, doom and gloom. Now he's shutting stores down.
Yeah, we barely
You're
got him
hiring
There's
people,
no
and he's
reason-
shutting them down.
first day on the job, and he's shutting stores down.
I'm
Put
just
that-
saying there's
put the
no reason to
axe
have
to
a Dollar
people.
General. I have a Dollar General 5. If I get out on the main highway by my house, I can take a left 5 minutes down the road, 5 miles down the road, Dollar General. Take a right 5 miles down the road, Dollar General. There's no need for that.
Well, it comes to a point to where they cannibalize themselves. They get
Right.
so close, but they know. I mean, it's not like we're making a mistake by doing this. They know what they're doing. They've got
Yeah.
a reason behind it. They just want the business. You know that's all it is. Kind of like a monopoly in
Sales
a
are
way.
king.
Yeah. Hey, if I can keep you from driving, 12 to 15 miles to the nearest town to go to Walmart or whatever.
And see, I appreciate it
or
because
the grocery store.
I would much rather go to a Dollar General than come all the way back to where we are or all the way back to our hometown.
So you're not even doing a price comparison at that moment. You're
Not if I need a roll of toilet paper, a roll of paper towels, or an onion or something like that.
Yeah.
I can go grab that down
See,
the road.
that's what I don't understand. Everybody nobody cares. They'll just go in there whether it's filthy and nobody's working the store, whatever, just because of convenience.
It
that what
is
it
a convenience.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think it is. I agree that you don't. If hamburger meat was $1.99 in town and $5.99 there, you don't care.
I'm not buying meat at Dollar General though.
You're not buying
that
the
seems
hamburger?
sketchy.
You're not buying the hamburger meat in the
'cause-
roll.
No, because we had a Dollar General in our hometown, a market, which is
Ooh.
this is back when they were big time, right? And the meat was always gross. It had a different color to it, had a different smell when you open the package. A little gross.
So you're scarred for life.
I'm not a meat person from Dollar General.
So
Well, I go grab a pack of frozen cookie dough or cooled fruit cookie dough.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. A gallon of milk. Why not?
I had a unique encounter talking about unique refrigeration units. Talked to a guy this week. He deals with elevators, and the mechanical closets on elevators are always supposed to be cool to keep that equipment cool. And he said he walked into one at a hotel in our general area, and they had produce stored in the mechanical closet for the
That is
elevator
their
because it
walk-in
was so
cooler.
cold.
Yeah.
He said, I've decided I'm never eating produce from that establishment ever again. He's like, there's oil and dust and all kind of stuff that's going on. And he said, you open it up, and I mean, it was like that was their cold storage for that facility. I thought that was wild.
There's no telling what happens to our food before we get it.
Oh, I know.
Well, we have no idea.
That's what triggered my thought is this meat. And
Yeah.
if they're handling meat poorly, I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying if they are.
Well, I'm just saying
then
if there's a truck.
cookie dough just seems just as dangerous to me now as it.
No, it's no.
No.
I do want to do an
I trust
episode.
Pillsbury.
I want to do an episode about I know we do food all the time, but about pesticides and actual plastics that are getting into everything, and then we're consuming it.
Oh, the amount of plastic in a processed food.
I'd be intrigued to find out like how our food compares, like the ingredients that are in our same items. Like, say we were doing a crackers or Ritz crackers or whatever to other countries. Like, are the American ingredients different than other country ingredients? I had somebody the other day tell me they are.
I'd like to take a look at the
They are.
McDonald's. You could look at the McDonald's around there, and I bet they're different too.
Yeah. The
Because I
reason-
bet there's different regulations in different countries of what you can put in that fresh beef patty.
And the reason I want to do it too,
Fresh
and
beef.
this kind of
With air quotes made me feel uncomfortable.
of Joe Rogan had a couple of people on, and they were talking about it's the pesticides. I think it's 90 million gallons of this one pesticide that we use that's banned in Europe and all that. But we buy it from China, shipped in, and we put it, we all over our, food, just a pesticide like anything else. But they're talking about how it's traced back to now Alzheimer's, just different things like that. And they're thinking it's things like that.
Goodness.
So
I heard some.
but I'm sorry. But back to your food thing, you're right. The same thing when we're talking about Fruit Loops, they used an example of something like that. The Fruit Loops that's used in Europe is different because they don't allow all the stuff that they put in the U.S. That make all the sugar and all that, and just all the other stuff, and it's even got a different color because we use the yellow dynamo or whatever.
Apple Jacks.
I'm just saying that. Somebody brought it up to me the other day. I'd be intrigued to actually see it with my own eyes.
This was very interesting to hear, and maybe I can get the high points out of it. Not to steal their thunder, but we can throw out there. It's very interesting.
I heard some off the wall statistic the other day on TikTok, and so it's very off the wall. It's TikTok disclaimer. I don't even know exactly what it is, but it was something that caught me by surprise. It was like there was in the U.S. in order to be considered a food by the FDA, you only have to have like 10% of the item not like be real. So like it'd be like 10% real sugars, and the rest of it's artificial stuff like processed plastic.
So
and,
only 10% has to be genuine.
yeah,
The other 90 can be.
other 90 can be makeup of whatever else they put in there.
They also
And that's again, I don't remember the percentages. It might be drastically different.
Well, I
but-
mean, we talked about we didn't talk about it, but we've seen recently the meat that was grown in laboratories and stuff like that. That was in the news cycle not too long ago.
that just sounds gross.
It does.
But the USDA now has you have to have a country of origin on whatever you get, whether it's tilapia,
Yeah.
beef, whatever. Well, I don't remember exactly if it can be brought, say if it's brought in from Russia, if you got beef from Russia, it's either once it's processed or cut in a plant, then it can be the origin of the U.S. Even though it's actually country of
so there's
origin.
a workaround for that.
Yeah, there's a workaround. So
That's just
you can't. I mean, you can't trust nothing.
nothing. Skepticism.
All right.
Is
So
the
if you
answer.
wanted, if you wanted to, from starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start eating healthy and doing all the things. How do you go about it?
plant a garden
Plant a garden,
and buy a cow,
buy a cow and chickens.
chickens. You better buy the chickens first.
But the feed that you're
'Cause you-
going to use for the chickens and all that, we don't even know what's in it.
You're just feeding it grass. What do chickens need? They don't need grass.
Scratch.
there
Chicken scratch.
you go. You gotta produce that yourself. Shout out to the farmers out there doing it right. Yeah, I guess that's what we're sitting here thinking.
Well, now we pay the farmers not to produce
They
anything.
do it wrong.
Well, we make them, produce plenty of corn so we can make that fructose corn syrup and we can put it in everything. That's what we do.
Jody's riled today. He's
the food
keyed a
thing-
little
How do you
high.
feel about ethanol? Speaking of corn,
You want some of that in your
you
gas?
want some of that in
too?
your gas? Mess
Yeah,
up
I
your
do.
small engines.
I do. Might as well, right?
Might as well just mess them up.
You put it in your small engines?
Gunk up your
Ethanol?
carburetor.
I don't care. Gump it up.
You using recycled vegetable?
I just buy a new one. If something mess up, I just buy a new
Must be
one.
nice to be made of money.
Everything's disposable, right?
right.
Just chunk it. Get a new one.
With $20 for a carburetor for a weed eater, ain't no big deal.
Jody, did you hear you like a good conspiracy theory? Did you hear this one that's swirling around about the past hurricane and the dam failing in North Carolina? Did you hear a little bit about that? Apparently, there was some hopes of doing some lithium mining in that area, but it was the odds of it happening because of the population and the amount of people that were in that one area was this. I'm not saying I buy this. I'm just telling you what I heard, the bits and pieces. But there was some population in that area, so it was just no way it was going to happen. But then in the midst of all the flooding, the dam that hadn't ever broke in that area, and now they're saying that people might not be able to build back, and it could have opened up the door for this lithium mine to come into come to fruition.
So
couldn't get the-
I thought you were going to say
Yeah, get the words to come out, Josh.
thought you were going to say at first that it was hidden that they were producing or mining for this underground, and it might have collapsed and caused this.
No.
But no, what you're saying is they may have, what these people are saying, that they may have collapsed by the man, to where if you can't rebuild, then hey, we can get our.
That's what they're saying is they use this natural disaster as a cover.
Natural disaster.
Not that the hurricane was coming. They just said, hey, here's our opportunity while there's some extra
I've
water.
seen some people say that the government puts the hurricanes out. I'm like, you guys
That's
are
what they're saying.
idiots.
That's what they're saying.
What are they going out and doing? How are they making?
How do you make a hurricane?
How are they doing that?
Like, is that's a special
They're
form of
trying
science?
to take out the red counties. That's what they said.
That's right.
That's what they said. What I heard.
Goodness.
So if the government is making the hurricanes, then
Wow, we're deep today.
I know. So if it makes it a category 5, why do we let it go back down to a 3 or a 2 when it hits land? Let's
'Cause
just
they
keep it. Let's let that baby roll on in at a
Let it
5.
eat.
Yeah, I mean, right? So that's the stupidest.
That's
thing.
That's
No.
terrible
Yeah.
and
Look.
insensitive in the
Yeah,
moment.
but
It
I will,
is.
if somebody
It is.
tells me that the government makes the
Yeah.
hurricanes, I'll tell them they're stupid to their face.
Oh, goodness. That
But
was-
I will say, and we're not going to talk about it today, but have you heard of cloud seeding?
I have heard of
Okay.
it.
Me too.
I have heard
True or
of it.
false? Is it? Is it a real thing or is it a?
You have to tune in later to find out.
I don't know. I want to watch that episode.
Have you seen? This might be this. I don't even know what cloud seeding is. Honestly, I lied.
It's where you try to get it to rain, and they're saying that
Oh.
they kind of go ahead and.
I
plant
saw
stuff.
the.
You'd be. I'll just a little teaser. You'd be very surprised on what countries do it, and how long they've been doing
I've
it.
seen the people that are in the northern part of the United States where they get a lot of hail, where they have these things that are the farmers that have these things around their fields that shoots up it's like a big air cannon basically, and it shoots it up into the air, and it busts up all the hail so it falls down in smaller crystals so it doesn't damage their crop. You seen those?
I've not. This is
Real thing.
Real thing?
So this is kind of like the Iron Dome that goes over Israel.
No.
I should have asked Eric about Bigfoot since we're doing all this.
Let's see. Y'all continue. I'll find it.
I hope you made a list of all the questions we're supposed to ask guests on our show.
I got 5. I
Okay,
remember.
good deal. We're
I
gonna-
had one that I remembered day before yesterday, or that I thought of. I thought, man, that'd be a perfect question. Of course, I don't remember what it was now.
I think we need to ask all guests the same question.
I think so too.
It's called the Hell Cannon.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Yeah.
What size? What kind of range does it cover?
I have no idea. We'll have to do some research.
Okay.
Strange.
The shockwave generator claimed to disrupt the formation of hailstones in the atmosphere.
Man, that sounds like there may need to be some good regulation on that. What kind of how far are you shooting them shockwaves up, and there's a plane flying over the top? Like,
I wish I'd have been prepared for the cloud seeding because I've got it all out. I just hadn't read over it.
oh well, that's the joy of no directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
I
The
thought
hell
you were
cannon. It's pretty cool.
continuing to do research.
insert
over there.
video now of Hell Cannon.
So how far does it shoot up?
I have no idea. I just clicked on the Wikipedia page and it didn't say that. It just said there's a Hell Cannon that shoots shockwaves up into the air and every 1 to 10 seconds and bust those jokers up. I don't think it sounds like that.
That's what it sounds like. I think that's exact replica. Play the sound.
So I looked this morning in Florida because the hurricane hit Milton
Yep, Hurricane Milton.
hit today, or I guess early morning, late last night. It was over 6 million in Florida without power.
Mm.
A lot of people.
I haven't watched any coverage of it. Significant damage, or
don't
you
know.
haven't seen any?
I saw a crane that got blown over, like one of those big, tall, huge cranes.
Yeah.
They didn't use the brake that allowed it to swivel or whatever with the wind, so it toppled over. This says that the shock waves generated by anti-hail guns can reach the heights of 2,000 to 4,000 meters.
I don't like meters. Why do we do meters? I need feet. yards.
I don't think in meters either, so I don't.
The average range of a Hell Cannon is 500 meters, about 1,600 feet.
Okay,
That's a little better.
so that's not hitting most planes then.
The funny thing is, there's a couple of these websites say there's no evidence they actually work. So
they might be wasting their
There might
time.
just be a waste of time.
Yeah.
So if a farmer listens and he has a Hell Cannon, we're interested. Does it work?
Yeah, can you bring it over and we fire it up?
No, you just tell us. Write us. Give us some feedback. We're interested.
Is it like a tater gun, but bigger? That's what I see.
You
I reckon it's pretty close.
So it's not. It's shooting out sound waves. It's not like you're loading it up with hairspray and lighting that joker.
I'm sure it worked.
Oh, Jody puts his bolo and his boots on and loads that
Hey, I
joker.
would.
Load it up
I
with
would.
hairspray and light it.
Light it up.
Oh goodness. Well, whatever y'all did to your microphone did not work.
No,
just
it did
so
not.
just so you know, it's.
No, I'm gonna
it's-
slide it a little bit further. Now it might be all the way to the end right here by the time it's over. I'm not gonna leave my microphone alone.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Like, I'm about to mute your mic if you don't
I'm just trying to help you out.
stop. Leave my mic alone.
Does it make you uncomfortable just him holding on to it?
Yeah, because I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm afraid he's gonna hit me.
I'm going to hit you.
Well, you already hit me once.
I did not.
Oh goodness.
Josh needs to leave, so I mean you can be
Eric,
friends
come
again.
back.
Oh. All right. Anything else in current events or in the world or in y'all's lives we need to talk about?
I don't know what's going on in the world. Anything?
Lots going on in the world.
Election coming up.
Big stuff.
Heard you got another hurricane, but it's not going to be as strong as
Y'all
this,
going to tell me
right?
where I vote at? Like, where?
Do you have
Are you registered?
Yeah, I am.
Right.
And they said
Should-
they would send me something in the mail. They never sent me something in the mail.
You
So
might should follow up.
Yeah.
I just figured somebody had.
Well, I don't know since you moved.
I was
Out
gonna say it'll
yonder.
give you a new voting location.
I know-
don't
Precinct.
There is a little volunteer fire department.
There's
place
one down
right
there.
and I think that's probably it.
I'll probably just go show up and say, hey, let me vote.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I do.
is that what you do?
Yeah. I
You
make the
show-
rounds on
You
voting
show
day.
with just your license or any
Well,
license
I mean,
you can
I
find.
can't tell you all my secrets, but I do make the rounds.
Oh,
I don't
good-
think I'm going to sway the vote in Alabama.
Are you
Put
not?
it that way. No.
Goodness. Our church has been praying, has a prayer guide. We've kind of been praying through election. So it's been on my mind a good bit here lately as we think about moving towards, and one of the things that stood out to me on the prayer guide, we were praying for the candidates to be truthful. And that's what I just really, politics would be a whole different world if people didn't say what they thought people wanted to hear, but what they actually intended to do. I mean, that would just change if the Lord saw fit to allow people to actually just say what they mean and what they intend to do. Wouldn't that be refreshing? You go, I don't wonder when they get done, like, I wonder if they just said that or if they really mean that. You don't have to do
But
it.
I think you
head
see that
scratch.
when they start changing, like right now, you're seeing opinions and on certain topics have changed. But I would say with both candidates, probably more with one than the other right now. But that's when you start thinking, well, the only reason they're doing that is just for the votes. And
Yeah, and they kind of lighten in some areas. Have you noticed that? Like, where they were staunch in something and they realized,
That's a fun word.
this is not,
Staunch.
well, they're
Go staunch on that real quick.
well, why do do
all
they,
of a sudden they're like, I'm just not going to talk about it as much, if it was.
they think it's the wrong side to be on?
Yeah.
When they find that out or something, they don't want to give their opinion or whatever. Like, well, just go with, and there you go. They just got to have your vote. That's what it's all about because they need that power. I hate that.
Oh,
'cause
I
that's what
know.
I think. But I
I'm
mean,
writing in Jody.
just stand your ground, whatever you believe in, and then if it pushes
Jody's for
some
president.
people away, it just happens. But I don't know. It's the whole power thing when they get up there.
Jody for president. Oh, never mind. He put
We'll
a
do
video of a dog with a thing on his head.
That's right. I'll never live that
You
down.
never
now,
live it.
right? Yeah, it'll
Never
come.
get rid of it.
Never getting
Your
it.
past will come up. Right?
That's right.
They'll dig it out.
But no, I'd really just wish for both sides. I really wish that they would
Leave my mic
just
on.
tell the truth. Just tell the truth.
How hard is that?
Hard, apparently.
Pretty hard, yeah.
Apparently.
Apparently.
But the thing is like when they look the camera dead in the eye or say like I never said that. Or whatever, like, everybody knows you did or whatever the issue is. Like, but no, they'll just say no.
I think we've talked about this on a different episode, but we live in a time and an age when they're going to roll that footage back from the last interview and go, well, we have this cue clip number 2 and go, this is where you said that. Oh, did I say that? I don't remember saying that.
You can't hide anything anymore.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
mean, when they're pulling stuff from 2015, they've got somebody back there that all
With
they're
some
doing
cell
is
phone
just,
issue.
yeah, they're just looking, and they'll find something. I saw where they asked Biden about the storm, and he was, what storm? It was something to that effect.
Oh boy.
Goodness. Come on, November. That's what we're saying now, right? Come on, January, I guess.
What else can happen before November?
A lot. Oh,
I mean, we're just.
Are you just like asking for trouble?
I'm
Is that
just
what
saying,
that
like,
was?
we've had a lot go on in the last 3 weeks. Well, ever since, I guess you'd say, when Trump, they tried to assassinate him the first time. I say they, the person. I'm not going to say they.
The first time or the second time?
The first time. From then on. So that's been more. I said a couple of weeks, and then I said, well, from the first one, so it's been 6 or 8 weeks.
That's what I was going to say. That's like a way back when.
Yeah. So,
Seems
You'll say you went back to Butler, Pennsylvania?
yeah,
did not.
Same spot?
Did not.
You know who was on that roof?
a lot.
Secret Service. Somebody said the slope ain't a problem this time. It's one of them conspiracy folks
Yeah,
again.
you saw a lot of guys.
Goodness gracious. Oh, man. Is that it for today?
That's it.
That's it. I'm done.
I quit.
I'm ready for supper.
So we're not going to expect. This is becoming a problem.
Jody's going to throw that microphone in just a
Yeah,
second.
you'll be all right.
Are you going to be on the next episode?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Is it
I
your
reckon.
choice?
No, probably not. Kind of trapped in here right now.
We appreciate you listening. Check out our YouTube channel. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're everywhere.
That's just kind of creepy.
That was.
Really?
Creepy.
Is this,
Halloween.
is this a Halloween edition? Is this what this is?
Are we going to do that?
What you gonna dress up as?
Cowboy.
Chibolo towel.
This is our next episode when you might hear Spencer say,
Jody and a bolo. Ride that bull, Jody.